Flashy bell, let's stop it.
Ayun pala yung ating galing Sirena.
Moto for third. Kaya flashy bell. Sa double ha? Sa mga exo.
Right. Check right. Check right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, check your big time. Check right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Big. Check 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, check. 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. Tingnan mo sarili mo.
Hawakan mo.
And we welcome you to the Heyuan WUS International Basketball Tournament. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And we are about to see a couple of teams na makakaharap po ng ating Gilas Pilipinas in their continued preparations for the upcoming FIBA Basketball World Cup. Bago po magsimula ang lahat, kaya po ay bumabati sa inyo. Magandang gabi po sa mga kapintuan. With Dr. J. Antinaw, Dr. J. It's a pleasure calling these games with you here in Heyuan, China.
Yeah, thank you very much, Carlo. Kamusta rin dito sa ating mga kababayan dyan na sumali dito. Itong pocket tournament na ito na kasali ang Gilas Pilipinas. Pero medyo ngayong araw, test game muna tayo. Bukas, haharap tayo kontra sa Iran. Kaya mga coaches natin mamaya nandyan rin yan at papanoorin yung magiging katanggalin natin.
We just saw Mr. Joaquim Lobo and Mr. Jericho Ilagan ang mga punong abala in making sure that our Gilas Pilipinas will have a space to compete and further hone their skills for the upcoming World Cup. Pero ngayon po, sabi nga ni Dr. J, Iran at Senegal ang paglalaban ito na unahan ang mga kalaban ng Pilipinas in a series of games. We will play 4 games in total, Dr. J, so there's a lot of work possibly to be done by our squad. Less than a month remaining before the World Cup.
Well, siyempre, kailangan mo yan every time laro ka ng laro, experience. Lalo na itong Senegal, malalaki ang mga player ito, magandang makakalaban yan. So, yun ang makikita rin natin paglaban natin.
Dr. J, we know that Senegal, may history na tayo against them. The last win of the Philippines actually came against Senegal in the World Cup back in 2014. Yung Iran, of course, needs no introduction to Filipino basketball fans. But hindi po ito yung Iran na merong Masayeki, na may Benamiak Shali, may Jamshidi, may Niki Marami, at Hamid Hadari. This is a younger squad, so they're expecting some of these players to also make it to their World Cup games.
Oo. Alam mo, kasali rin sila.
J, the size advantage of Senegal, very obvious here at the start of this match.
Yeah. Eh, nakasabay rin nga natin sa bus kayo. Hirap na hirap tayo dun. So, nahaba nila. You know, but they look real good. So, that's going to be our opponent. No, on kailan ba ito? Friday.
We'll have Iran first tomorrow. All the games will be played at 8 p.m. So, sundan niyo po lahat ng action ng ating team sa Pilipinas. Sa China, for any specific team, wala namang Chinese team, but they are really this international basketball tournament because I heard Dr. J that this is the first international basketball tournament na gagawin dito sa Heyuan.
Tsaka medyo interesado mga tao. And punto pa rin sila, maaga rin sila nandito, nakapila na iba dyan. Pero I'm sure that we will have more fans tomorrow pag nag-umpisa yung maglaro ang Gilas Pilipinas.
3-2-2 is the score right now as Esan is taking out their first basket on the ball game in that end one. Matami, the layup though was a little bit short for Lamines Sambe.
Magandang depensa yun, ha? Walang foul na talaga nasundan niya yung tao. No?
Showing a lot of great movement. So hindi pa talaga tumatama yung kanila. On this match.
Well, katulad ng nabanggit mo, hindi primary team ng Iran yan. Pero itong mga bata nila, hinuhunap nila for the future. And like you mentioned, marami tayong narinig, marami dito yung makakasali nila pagpunta nila doon sa World Cup. Itong dadating na August 25.
And we know, Dr. J, how well Iran prepares for their future. Ang tagal po nilang magaling, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang tagal nilang may mahuhusay na basketball players, one after the other. From Iran, sayang pagkakataon as they wasted that basket opportunity. Senegal now on the run. Sila looking to attack here. Shot clock is down to 14. Banging down low. Sila goes to the left hand. Oh God. Rebound is picked up by the man who took the shot of Sila.
Ano yung si Salar, yung number 10 ng Iran, maayos din ito yung sa'yo. Hindi siya na didismaya sa laki na mga Senegal.
Dahil din. Iran got a little too deep there. The layup goes to Shani Ali. Pass was available, but it was given away, and then a foul is called against Heyuan.
Ang maligo ng Senegal, yung kanilang si Branco Badjo, matagal niya ibigay yung kanya. Dahil nabot ang depensa nakabalik, may interception.
It gave the defense no but he was actually requesting yung kanyang teammate to cut. Maybe hindi pa siya tiwala dun sa 3-point shooting. So again, the score is 3-2 in favor of Iran. Ehsan Dalirzahan, the only scorer for the Red Shirts. Samantala sa kabilang banda, si Yusuf naman, number 15 with 2 points for Senegal. This is an outside shot. Good line, but a little too strong. But a smart play there coming from Iran to beat the basketball on their side. Again, Dr. J, yung pasahan ng bola, no? Itong Iran is giving them a lot of opportunities. So, medyo friendly fire doon na scope on his own teammate.
Hindi na excited, pumasok yung tira niya. Pero alam mo, Iran is really moving the ball much better. Ang problema nila, marami silang oportunidad na maka-score na hindi natatapos.
Ito naman susugod. But that shot is way off.
Kasi maayos si Safar. Baka magamit ito yung national team. Hindi naka-back-to-back dito.
That was Azari missing his second look from downtown. But still, a 4-point lead for the squad of Iran. Si Branco, he will not hesitate if you give him an opening. He'll hesitate on 3-point shooting.
Kanina pinanonood ko sa warm-up. Yan ang kanyang paboritong move. Konting fake, dribble sa kaliwa, stop, jump shot, 3-point shot.
Dr. J, he was one of the top scorers in the African qualifiers. Second only to the NBA player Gorgie Dieng. Ganun po magaling. Branco will just respond. back-to-back to give them disadvantage. Franco goes to the crossover. What a sharp move. 3-point shot. Maganda yung bitaw. Kulang lang ng konti. Senegal with one more chance. Maybe a case of overpassing, but at least they get the basketball today.
Apat na tao nakatanggap ng bola bago nagkaroon ng layup.
O Doc, very unselfish yung naging plays doon ng Senegal. As they cut their deficit down to 2 points, 9-7. A rare attack inside from Iran, and they will be called for steps. That's a challenge violation against number 1 player Ihsan Dalir Zahan. And again, Doc, maraming bata dito sa Iran, but Dalir Zahan is someone that we've seen already in the past. Nakailang duties na to as a member of the Iranian national team.
That's right. By the way, ang mga officialis natin dito, puro Chinese. So talaga neutral yan.
Yep.
Wala kang masasabi. Pero mga FIBA, ano rin yan, mga referees yan.
Dr. J. So we're past the midway mark of our opening quarter. Muli po, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. This is the Heyuan WUS International Basketball Tournament in Heyuan, China, where Gilas Pilipinas will see action against both these teams, Senegal and Iran. Good move inside. That is a basket for number 29, Bora Camara, to tie the count at 9 apiece. At mapipilitan ang kupunan ng Iran na tumawag ng unang timeout of this entire matchup. It's 9-9. Deadlock game in the first quarter between Iran and Senegal.
International.
Back inside the Heyuan Sports Gymnasium. Muli po ako si Carlo Pamintuan with Dr. J. Andy Howe as again a 3-point shot. It's converted this time by Jafari. That will be the third 3-ball Dr. J ng Iran here in the first quarter.
And that's from the big man, Hafari Salem.
So lahat sila talaga, no? May green light to take shots from beyond the arc. That inside shot will not work for Camara, as Iran will try to once again go to their ball movement. Drive and kick yan po ang place ng Iran. Another open 3-point shot will not work though. Senegal, Dr. J, I think we should try to go on the run a little bit more kasi they look like the more athletic side between these two teams.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yung Iran naman is very content to be able to move the ball and shoot 3-point shots. Now, if they're successful in that, they've got a good chance. May foul yun, di natawagan na referee. Kaya na-recover pa rin na Iran.
That'll be a break for Iran, and that will lead to a turnover, however. Get out of control yung naging atake na yon coming from the red shirts. And they're looking for the post-up play first. Camara against a much more defender, hindi niya pinilit. They go on the attack. That layup will be good. Number 25, that was made a deal. And it's a tale of two very different teams. One just bounce the ball inside with drives. The other relies on their drives and kicks. So if you're Gilas Pilipinas, you like na magkaiba po yung kalaban nyo dahil mas maraming matututunan, mas maraming masusubukan ng ating kupunan when they face off against these teams.
Yeah, because every team has its own peculiarity as far as the way they play. And then you learn offense and defense from different type of people, no? Which our team really needs.
And 4 seconds to shoot. Nagpakagat, but the referee is not biting. They did not want to bail out the shooter, si Azari.
Nakita mo, good no call yun dahil sideways ang kanyang kilos dun, eh, no?
Yeah.
Hindi pa diretso ang tira. Talagang medyo naghahanap ng foul lang.
But he was the one who was initiating the contact, kaya naman hindi kumagat ang ating referee. We're down to the final 2 minutes of the opening quarter. Nagpakita ng konting press ang Iran, easily broken by Senegal though. They're trying to go on the rush here, trying to attack early. Pero yung disiplina ng depensa ng Iran is always there. They go to jump inside, forcing his way up and backs it on. And this will be a 1-point lead. Senegal 13-12.
Yan ang specialty niya. Dadaling ka sa ilalim, power play ka doon. Yan, 3-point shot na naman.
But this time it's another miss for Azari. Kanina pumasok yung kanyang unang tira, but he has since missed his last 2 attempts from downtown. Camara. Kanina pa siya pinupuntahan ng Senegal. He kicks it out. Ayaw nilang tumira sa 13, Doctor.
As much as possible, they want to take advantage of yung inside game nila. Dahil tama naman rin kasi malaki sila, eh, no?
These are open 3-point shots that they were passing up on. Sa kabilang banda naman, pinapabayaan nilang tumira ng 3 as Azari hits another one. He has 6 points in this ballgame to retake the lead for Iran.
Azari Hussein. Nakakaapat na 3-point shots yata itong Iran. That should be a foul. Yeah, that should be a foul. And there'll be free throws coming up. Tingnan natin ulit ang play na ito.
Yep.
Tumikop na siya, eh. No player in the proper defensive position.
They're blocking foul there. Late. Pumasok dun sa loob yung depensa. So it's a chance for Senegal to tie the count at 15 with these 2 free throws coming up. Dr. J, hindi po World Cup team ang Senegal, no? Unfortunately for them, hindi po sila nakaabot in the African qualifiers. So they are actually in this tournament in preparation for the pre-Olympic qualifying tournaments. Yun po yung susunod nilang target. They want another shot at the Paris Olympics, and it will have to go through their next competition, which will be held in Nigeria next week.
Yun ang binabanggit sa iyo kanina nito mga players saka mga coaches nila. It's gonna be the hard way. And right now, you know, they're okay, but you know, they have to play on a higher level than what they're doing right now.
Kasi po, historically, Dr. J, nakikita natin from the OQTs, dinodomina yan ng European teams or American teams. Halos yan po yung nakakapasok from the OQTs.
Oo nga.
But Senegal is hoping to try and give it a go. As this outside shot will not work for Senegal. Final possession here coming up for Iran.
Almost a last shot time difference of about 2 seconds ng game clock at shot clock.
Iran still going to that ball movement. Paikot palagi ng bola. They're milking the clock a little bit. Azari has been the hot man here in the first quarter. Good drive, well timed. Layup will not bounce in though. And it will go to Senegal. Last touch by Iran.
May oras pa ito.
Yep.
Isang magandang baseball pass yan.
So let's see what Senegal can
Wala
come
na
up
yan. Hinawakan na lang niya yung bola.
with. Did not even try to take a shot. With 3 seconds remaining, and that'll be the end of the first quarter of action. It's tied 50 apiece between Iran and Senegal.
Nice. Kailan talaga pagsabihan niya na bawasan.
Wala silang audio man. Ang audio man nila, yung taga-snow mo rin. Kaya ako nag-just ko nilang doon.
Pero malaki.
Better na daw po ngayon, mas better na. Pero yung inangat ko yung master, masyado malakas na. Masyado malakas na. Dok, medyo tsaga-tsaga na naman nakagayan lang ako muna, ha? Mamaya, babae naman yung ano sila naman. Ayan, ayan.
Wala yung tubig.
Yes.
Wala maayos yung muscle.
Back inside the Heyuan Sports Center here in Heyuan, China. Ako po si Carlo Pamituan with Dr. J. Andy Heyuan of Senegal versus Iran. Is our game on tap. Muli po itong dalawang koponan makakalaban ng ating Gilas Pilipinas in the days coming. 4 games in total for the squad of Coach Chok Reyes. Try and get more preparation games. Try and address their issues, kung ano yung kailangan nilang tutukan. And it's a great idea for them to go up against this Senegalese team. Lalo na, we are going to take on Angola, Dr. J, in one of our group games to start our campaign.
It's very important that we win that one. No?
Yeah.
Now, ang ginawa ng Iran coming out of that break for the second quarter, bigla nagsona. So medyo na-disarray yung mga opensa ng Senegal. Pero na-realize kagad ng coach yan. Sinisigaw niya kagad yung depensa ng Iran. At ito, medyo pagka naglagay siya ng isang shooter dito. No?
Fall in this ball game to try and space the floor para sa Senegal, who have been relying on their inside presence, their dominance in the shaded area. But they also have guards who can break down their defenders. Gang rebounding, leading up to another opportunity here for Senegal. Fresh 14 on the clock. Diop Poposte. Double team coming from behind him. 3-point shot. Will not work. But again, Senegal just a better rebounding team. That will be a traveling violation.
Traveling.
Kasi may isang step, tapos nag-gather pa ng dalawa Dr. J, kaya mapipituhan talaga yun.
So nagtapos tayo ng first quarter, parehong 15.
Yep.
Standoff ang nagawa ng Iran. And I thought that they were probably happy with that. But they were very fortunate na maganda ang 3-point shooting percentage nila. No?
In a 10-minute quarter, when you get 4 3-point shots, that is a step in the right direction. Especially because they will not get a lot in the shaded area against these tall and lanky defenders coming from Senegal.
8.2 seconds na titira sa shot clock ng Iran. No? Baseline inbound ang gagawin nila rito.
They're looking for their options. Ooh. Almost a turnover, but they rescue the possession somehow. Shot clock is down to 4. Kailangan ng dumiskarte dito. Titira na mula sa labas ang Iran. It won't go. Tipin, wala pa rin yan. Good battle for the rebounds. Last touch by Senegal. It will stay on the side of Iran. So at least, nagpapakita sila na papalag din sila Dr. J sa rebounding department.
Well, what I like about the Iran's offense is more or less alam nila sinong tumitira eh. So may chance sa offensive rebound yung mga malalaki nila.
Well run play there. As Yasablu Amir Hussein scores the mid-range jumper off that nice inbound pass. They go to Amara once again, and he is fouled. Be taking 2 free throws for his efforts. Dr. J, paliwanag lang po natin yung kupunan natin na dito ng Pilipinas, no? Unfortunately, we will not be having Scotty Thompson. Nagpapagaling pa po sa kanyang head injury. JP Eram also will not be joining the squad. Justin Brownlee, hindi rin po nakasama dito. Pero yung mga sumama naman that were not part of the European training camp, Ray Parks, Calvin Oftana, and R.R. Pogoy, all great additions
Yeah,
to the squad.
they're all here right now. Nabanggit nga ni Coach Timko na na-opera na yata yung bone spurs ni Justin Brownlee. And it'll take about 4 weeks to recover in time for the next one, the Asian Games siguro, no? Alam mo, itong Iran, maraming istorya sa Pilipinas. Maraming heartaches binigay sa Pilipinas.
Yep.
Pero binigyan rin natin sila ng heartaches dyan. Dito rin sa China yon, no?
What we remember the most, I think, would be the 2013
They beat us.
in the FIBA Asia Championship that we hosted.
Tapos tinalo naman natin sila sa 2015, kaya maaga sila na out. Napunta sila sa route ng China, na-eliminate kagad sila sa semis.
Mahaba na po ang story ng Pilipinas at Iran in the Asian circuit because these are two proud teams, and we've known that Iran and China have been the most dominant squads
In the,
as of late.
yeah.
Dr. J, pag-uusapan na rin, syempre, in the World Cup, the top Asian team will be headed into the Paris Olympics. In the last time, yung Iran was the best Asian finisher. Nakatulong syempre yung panalo nila against the Philippines. So sila po yung nakapasok sa Tokyo Olympics, and they're hoping for another shot at that. Sabi nila, gusto nilang makasubok ulit to try and qualify for another Olympic spot.
Well, you know, whether you have a chance to win a gold medal or even a bronze medal or whatever, ang importante makasali ka because that's one of the reasons why sa mga Amerikano, yung mga star players pag Olympics nagpupunta, di ba? Sa World Cup, hindi nga po pupunta.
Iba nga naman, syempre, yung pride na nadadala, syempre, if you become an Olympian, especially if you're coming from the Asian circuit, na isa nga lang po
Yeah.
yung mga kasali.
Forever na yan. Another 3-point shot.
Is Isan scorching hot in this matchup as he has 9 points in the ball game, 2 tres at isang end one, and now they lead by 3, 20-17. Dr. J, yes, there is an advantage in size for Senegal, but dahil wala masyadong gumagalaw sa offense nila, alam ng Iran para depensa.
Maganda na I would almost be saying I'm enamored with the defense of Iran against the big players. And even though malalaki ito, they're not very quick even when they get the ball around the basket, especially when it's a crowded defensive stop being done by Iran. This is a good attempt. Kita-kita mo yung magandang attempt yun.
He's really a scorer. If there's a player na pwedeng bumahayin talaga ang opensa ng Senegal, that is definitely Franco. In the African qualifiers,
Pwede yan.
he took about 10
Pwede yan,
shots per ball
natapikan.
game. Yep. That is legal, sabi ng ating referees. Also noted by Dr. G, of course. That swing pass, another 3-point shot. Won't work this time. Bola pupunta sa Senegal. Franco being hounded. But he beats his defender. Ndoye sa ilalim. Gathers. Won't get the basket, but will get 2 free throws. And very distinct yung pagkakaiba ng opensa nitong magkabilang koponan. And so far, they're battling in a low-scoring matchup. 25-19, only 1-point lead for Iran.
Well, it's a case of one team pounding it in, and the case of the other team shooting it from outside. Then also going to the offensive boards pag nagbintis para ma-regroup themselves again for an offensive game.
Opportunity to
Nandito tayo
take
sa
the
side
lead.
ng Senegal, kaya naririnig natin yung mga ibang player kausap yung mga kasama nila eh.
Nagtataka sila bakit hinihintay ng referee na mag-huddle yung Iran while the free throw could be taken already.
Especially first lang naman yun eh, di ba? Wala namang rebound play yun eh.
Kasi parang finifreeze mo rin yung free throw shooter by doing that.
That's a good call. Substitute free throw. Violation called against Iran for entering the lane too soon.
And that's the second time this has happened here in the second quarter. Another opportunity to break this deadlock for Ndoye. Hindi niya nga lang nasulit, but there's a
Might
foul
be
on the
enough.
rebound.
Might be an offensive foul. Yeah. Offensive foul called against one of the white shirts, the Senegal player.
Diop, I think, will be missing with this one. As Iran will regain possession. Substitutions, a couple of them. Ndiaye and Sila coming in for Senegal. Yung laban po nila, yung pre-qualifiers, OQT will be held in Nigeria. So didiretso na po sila from China. From their stint here, they will go straight to Nigeria. Try and book themselves a spot in an OQT. That's a turnover for Iran. Good passing as Franco lets it fly in and out on the three-point shot. Good no-look pass as Sila slaps it over to her.
Amar.
And now a timeout requested by Iran. And that might just be the spark that Senegal needed to get to a nice run here as they lead 22-20, courtesy of this no-look pass from Branco and a two-handed throw down from Sila. Senegal leads by 2.
Is it better na ba?
We resume action in the second quarter of this matchup between Senegal and Iran in the Heyuan WUS International Basketball Tournament in Heyuan, China. Good evening, everyone. Ako po si Carlo Momentuan with Dr. J. Andy Howe. Senegal forced Iran into a timeout with the dunk earlier. Oh my goodness! What a play! Another connection to Franco. Once again, delivering the pass.
Well, the guy that you can really say that's playing well is Blanco Baggio.
Yeah.
Yung kanilang point guard, nakaka-score. Maganda ang kanyang command as the quarterback of the team. Oh, nice move.
But shot just will not fall as Branco pushing again for Senegal. Sila this time posting up. Pero ilalabas muna kay Branco Lin. He's asking for a ball screen. They're trying to trap the point guard. He shoots over the defense. And serves it home. And now this is the biggest game of the ball game. 27-20. It has been Branco as the star for Senegal.
Could this be the separation na gustong mangyari ng Senegal? No, nakukuha na nila yung kanilang buwelo.
That layup will not work once again for Iran. Senegal will push. They take that three-point shot.
Oh!
That is good.
maabuti yung timeout. Going from that timeout, 8-0 run dito para sa Senegal.
Lamine Sambe sending it home from downtown as they lead by 10 points, 30-20. Good pass down low. At hindi na nakarecover dahil may nadulas po na defender itong Senegal.
Na-freebie tuloy ang yari yung layup na yun. 30-22 is the count.
A shaded basket coming from the squad of Iran just to stop the bleeding. Another post-up play here for Ndiaye. The shot is good again.
Yan tinatawag mo, imposing your will. You know?
Wala nang magawa yung demensa doon as he just did not have the physicality. Try and make things difficult for Ndiaye. Another outside shot. At ito yung magiging problema, Dr.
Yeah, when they stop scoring from the 3-point, wala na sila masyadong makakuha ang opensa.
Ito naman si Franco, nagpakawala na naman. He will not make it.
Nice pass.
That will
Oh!
That's number 88, Yasamlu Amir Hossein, converting on that fast break basket. Might be one of the things that they could try and do. Speed up the game a little bit, Dr. J.
Make stops and try to go with your outlet pass very quickly. Another foul here, but wala pa naman sa penalty itong Iran.
Pero Dr. J, sabi mo nga, no, itong Senegal is not the biggest team out there. Hindi sila yung pinakamabilis. So if you will get stops, push the ball as much as you can.
Well, usually smaller players are quicker. And they're also better dribblers and pushing up the ball. And obviously, yun ang pwede magawa nilang advantage para sa kanila. A couple of substitutions here for Iran.
I think
You can see the young players yet, Carlo. Kasi matagal na natin pinapanood ang Iran, no?
yung mga familiar lang sila, Dalir Zahan, yun yung mga nakita na natin from before. But again, their mainstays are not here. They did not join this squad. Siyempre, yung mga kilala ng mga Pilipino, sila Jamshidi, Shali,
Marami.
of course, incomparable, di ka marami.
And nung araw talaga magagaling sila during their prime. But obviously when you get older and the injuries come. But again, that was an excellent pass from Baggio doon sa kanyang baseline inbound. He let the whole play develop and found the guy underneath the basket on a mismatch. He missed the first free throw, however.
And Jaye trying to add to this 8-point lead, and he will get it on the second free throw. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left in our second quarter. Again, we extend our appreciation to Mr. Joaquim Lobo from Macau and Mr. Jericho Hilagan from the Philippines for inviting us para maging parte nitong Heyuan WS International Basketball Tournament. My goodness! Another alley-oop play converted as Ndiaye sends it home with two hands.
Ito si Baggio, I can count at least 4 or 5 assists already. Dito pa lamang tayo sa second quarter. Stepping.
Fortunately, turnover for Iran as they're facing the biggest deficit of this ballgame, Doc.
Nagkakaroon na ng konting separation dahil pumapasok na yung turnovers ng Iran. Plus the fact that they can't make their 3-point shots anymore.
This has all of a sudden turned into a game dominated by Senegal, and that is because of this guy. He will take the shot from the outside and send it home. Another triple for Franco Badio.
Is their best player. I'm sure si Coach Chot is going to look at that, you know. We're going to have a good defender against him.
Fortunately, marami tayong mga guardia na pwedeng
Pwede yan. Pwede sila Newsom dyan, si Dwight Ramos, si Pugoy, pwede dyan. Pahirapan ni Roger yan.
But I'm sure the coaching staff ng ating Gilas Pilipinas will be hard at work para mag-develop ng game plan against this talented point guard who has the basketball right now. Franco on. What a beauty.
Exhibition yung ginawa niya yun, ha? Really is their best player. Very composed. Nakita mo, wala siyang nervous, wala siyang ano sa oras.
Dr. J, that's 13 points now in the ball game for Franco Badio.
Ilan pa yung assist niya.
Yep.
So yung total contribution niya, laki na.
Halos kalahati siguro nung naipuntos nitong Senegal.
Sigurado, oo.
May kinalaman itong si Franco. three-point shot.
Oh!
Lamine Sambe with another one, his second three-point basket here in the second quarter.
Tama yung binanggit mo sa akin, nagagalingan ka sa Senegal. Totoo nga pala yun. Pero they've always been a power in their area, in the African group. No?
Kaso ang dami talagang gumaling, Dr. J, ng mga bansa sa Africa. That's why it's a little bit tougher for Senegal to make it to the World Cup. Pati nga yun.
I like this player.
Yep.
He's gonna be a national team player, a big one in the future.
Dr. J, sa Africa, pati nga yung Tunisia na tumalo sa atin.
Oo nga, magaling na rin eh.
And we were not able to make it to the World Cup. Ganun po kahirap to make it to the big stage from Africa. Good pass. Franco lets it fly. Another one. He has 16. It is on fire.
He's displaying everything here in the second quarter. Linabas siya lahat.
If you remember, Dr. J, the score was tied at 15 apiece at the end of the first quarter.
And then 20 all. Bago nag-20-20 sabay layo, 30-20.
Open three-point shot. A little too careful there.
They have to push the ball.
Iran looking for their offense. They're trying to milk the clock, try to get the last shot of this second quarter. As they're suddenly down by 20 points, 56-26. Good defense. Ang hirap talaga butasan ang depensa ngayon ng Senegal. The active hands always present to close down those passing corridors.
Mahirap mag-kick out pag halos nakasona yung kalaban. Ang haba pa ng wings nila. Kaya pagpasa mo talaga isang tapik, malalayo.
1.6 seconds remaining. This will have to be very quick. Oh, I think they are not aware. And that will be the end of a forgettable quarter for the squad of Iran, as they were only able to score 11 points in this second period. That was thoroughly dominated by Morato Pati of Senegal, setting up his teammates, converting from downtown, and opening up this 20-point lead, Dr. J.
It's 31 points in the second quarter against 11. And the turnovers plus the inability to hurt Iran there in the second quarter.
But when Franco Badillo took over, there was no stopping him, was no stopping Senegal, as they will enjoy this 20 advantage, 46-26 heading into our halftime break.
Sabay tayo, sir.
And we welcome you to the 2023 Heyuan WUS International Basketball Competitions. Carlo Pamituan and Dr. J. Andihao on the call in the second quarter. Dominance coming from Senegal, scoring 31 big points. Dr. J to blow this game wide open.
Yeah, actually, when their defense improved very much in the second quarter, forcing a lot of turnovers and a lot of misses, they were able to also push up the ball and they were able to connect on their outside shots. Plus, they went to their bread and butter, which is obviously trying to get the ball inside.
Franco Badio dominated in the first half, 16 points, Dr. J. And you know that he is their talented playmaker. He is coming off a summer league stint with the Phoenix Suns, so you know the quality is really there for this point guard.
And you can see how composed he is, when he's sizing up the defense. Reads the off defense very well and then orchestrates his offense on what he sees. So everybody is following whatever he asks them to do. He's leading the team right now. But is he starting off? Yes. He's starting off here in the third quarter again.
Dr. J, what could be the key for Iran to try and get back into this ball game? It is a 20-point disadvantage. And how can they start eating into that?
Well, they did well in the first quarter because I thought they moved the ball very well. But obviously, the coaches on the other team, Senegal, was able to adjust. And look at the way they pressure the ball, take away the penetration so that the kick out will not be there. I think we'll see a lot of that from the Philippines tomorrow. Obviously, I believe Coach Chot and Coach Steve said, and Jong said that they'll be coming around watching. And they're very good. They're behind us, okay?
Currently here right now, the team from the Philippines, coaches and players, just to scope out the opposition as Iran goes on the attack. And those attacks, those drives were never really successful in the first half, Dr. J.
Yeah, and look at that. Now it's the other team that's running. Now, if you look at Iran, look at their lineup, we don't have a very big team compared to them. So we're okay. Yeah. We're almost the same size. So it's going to be something that we have to take away from their offense.
A good pass inside, but there is a lot of hesitation now coming from the Iranian offense. As they're perhaps sensing that Senegal has adjusted already to what they were trying to accomplish, Doc, early in this match.
Yeah. No longer are they able to make those drop passes for the big man without being challenged. And this is a one-on-one situation for the very talented. Look at the way he passes the ball very quickly.
6 seconds. Defense holding strong for Iran. And
that's a nice interception.
Yep. Ambush deal coming from the point guard. He steps into an outside shot. It's nothing there. Oh, but they're scrambling on defense. Trying to get the steal, trying to go on the run, and this will be a fast break opportunity converted by Iran. An early timeout from Senegal as they committed back-to-back turnovers there. Much of the disappointment of the coaching staff. 28 for Iran, 48 for Senegal as we head into this timeout. second WUS International Basketball Tournament here in Heyuan, China. Iran down by 20 points right now, 48-28 in the third quarter against Senegal. And three teams will be seeing action in this tournament in preparation for their respective big tournaments coming up. For Iran and the Philippines, it will be for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023. Meanwhile, for Senegal, it will be for the pre-Olympic qualifying tournament to try and book a spot through the long route to the Paris Olympics. We have 2 minutes already down here in the third quarter. Pace has slowed down considerably compared to what happened in the third quarter, Dr. J, where Senegal really pushed it by getting stops and getting easy baskets.
Look at that. No easy penetrations. Nice field, good fake, and good finish.
That's crappy. That is a word to really describe what Iran is right now in the third quarter. They know that in terms of maybe talent, athleticism, they will not be able to match up against Senegal. So they're doing the dirty work, getting all those steals, Dr. J.
Yeah, you know, just being tenacious. And another easy penetration. Big man here. He may stand about 6'2", 6'3", but he's playing like a 7-footer.
Handoff up top for Iran as the shot clock is down to 11. No openings yet for Iran.
Nice
Until that
pass.
moment, another basket for number 4. That is Ali Reza scoring their last 2 field goals. Just try and somehow get them closer into this match. Another perfect pass coming from Badio Branco as a foul was drawn by the big man. Number 15, that is Yusufa Ndoye, who will be heading to the free throw line for 2. Branco leading all scorers with 18 points. Again, he played for the Phoenix Suns in the recently concluded NBA Summer League. And you see why. You see the level that he's playing at right now. Did not have a great start. Yes, made a 3-point shot earlier, but when he settled down in the bench, came back in the second quarter, that was basically what led to this separation, Dr. J.
That's right. Because, you know, he's also a big power on defense.
Yeah.
You can see that he knows how to position himself. He's long. He can jump. So it's not easy to get penetrations against him, no?
Iran still trying to use their movement to fool the defense of Senegal. Good fake pass. 3-point shot is good.
I really like this boy. It's going to be a future for them. Tahiri Salar.
Salar with 5 points in this matchup.
This type of a non-spectacular player, but definitely very efficient.
3-point shot will not work for Njaye as Branco sends it to their spot-up shooter, and he hits again. That is Lamine Sambe with his third 3-ball of the matchup, though.
Yeah, I've seen him make a couple of 3-point shots, and it's always been a target of Badio whenever he's open. Oh, that's going to be right out of it.
The goal for Azari Njaye, playing great defense from start to finish.
And not in my house. But you can see unfazed the Iranians are, no? They're not worried about the score. They're just playing their game. They're in this competition to learn and maybe display what they can do, no?
And some of them will be hoping to make it to the final.
Yes.
This guy is hoping that he can get one of the shooter spots, and that is a 3-point conversion for Ali.
How many times have we seen that? An extra pass, getting a better shot.
Branco being trapped there, but they find the pass. Again, Iran just scrambling to try and get stops. And they will force a jump ball situation. Dr. J, Badio Branco also played for FC Barcelona a couple of seasons past. So when you go through those systems, it just makes you a much better player because European basketball is very disciplined, very under control, and I think that's what we're seeing right now from Branco.
Yeah, that's something that we did notice. Now that was a jump ball, but the possession arrow belongs to Iran, so they'll keep to Senegal, but they'll keep possession with 6 seconds left on their shot clock.
No refresh on the shot clock. Yes. Senegal shuttles up their players. The question now is, who will lead their offense with Badio Branco
Maybe that's
on their bench?
this is one of the reasons why he's trying out, so he can find out, you know.
Oh, that guy can.
NJ again.
Yep.
Doing it on the defensive end, doing it on the offensive end.
Back to an 18-point lead for Senegal. 56 to 38, 5:50 remaining in the third quarter. Again, tomorrow it will be Iran versus the Philippines. So distinct advantage for the Philippines because they will get to see how Iran plays.
That's a tough the penetration there by Ares. Reminds you of Barami, no? The way he goes to the basket.
Puck was just a little bit off. Oh,
Great opportunity for Iran to cut down on this 16-point lead. They've already done damage here, cutting it down by 4 points. And, you know, they're not playing against the toughest team of Senegal on the floor right now.
they should just try and maximize this situation. Handoff up top. They go to Essan. Uses the screen, splits a double team, one-hander. Good move, but could not finish. Bossi looking at the floor right now as his team will need him to be the point guard. That Branco was earlier trying to set up his teammates. He settles for the jumper. Will not work. Battle for the rebound picked up by Iran. How can Iran try and get back into this ballgame? That's an early shot, ill-advised shot, especially coming from a big Dr. J.
Another very good shot, you know. You're on the comeback. That's going to be a foul, 2 free throws. Actually, you know, Iran has never had a Kamrani again, no? That great point guard,
Yeah.
you know, that really anchored their backcourt, you know, set up their plays. And they're hoping to be able to recruit or find a new guy to take over all the years that he has given them as a great player.
I think the next level in terms of point guard for Iran is Mashayeki, but again, he is a great point
That's another
guard.
one. Where is
But
he?
he's not Kamrani. He will be joining the national team, I believe, Dr. J, alongside the likes of Yakshali and Jamshidi. And Iran, like China, like the Philippines, like Japan, hoping to be the top Asian finisher in the upcoming FIBA Basketball World Cup that we will be hosting in the Philippines.
What is the group of Iran? Where will they play?
Ooh, Iran, I think, will play in Jakarta, Dr. J.
Jakarta.
Yeah.
They have a tough group, I think,
yeah.
no?
Also a difficult group.
That's why I like to work with you. Take care of me there, man. I can ask you those questions.
While Senegal, again, banking on their offensive rebounding. So, Doc, even after free throws, they get the basketball back and get Hunter close in one. 59 to 40, 19-point advantage. Let's see now how Iran will try to inch closer here. That attack was about to go nowhere, but luckily for Iran, a foul is called against Senegal.
You can see how quickly the defense of Senegal closes out on any penetration.
Fresh 14 on the clock for Iran as the coaching staff of Senegal looks on. Nice drive there. That is a clear foul. 2 free throws coming up for Iran.
We like to use the term foul date, but this one he really made sure by keeping the ball tucked until the moment that he wanted to move it to hit it off the glass.
Dr. J, I just wanted to answer your question very specifically. They're in Group G. Iran is in Group G with Spain, Brazil, and Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote d'Ivoire is maybe, I don't think they they might be the weakest team there. Remember, Coach George said he was hoping that would be the last team on it. But of course, when you talk about Spain, you can forget it.
Yeah,
and then
Brazil is another strong team.
yeah.
So again, if you're Iran, if you score a win against Cote d'Ivoire, maybe in the next stage in the classification, get another win.
Yeah.
Might be enough for them to make it to the Olympics, depending on the results of the other matches in the World Cup. Outside shot is good for drops or even a mid-range. It's falling now for Senegal. It's back to a 20-point lead. So unfortunately, the absence of Badio Branco is not maximized by Iran Dr. J during this stretch.
Yeah, because I thought that like this, they're taking shots that, forcing that situation. And there was a foul called on
Diop will be whistled with this one. Yes, sir.
Papa.
61-41. You can see Badio Branco trying to say reminders to his teammates to keep their hands up. Don't have to swipe. You don't have to bail out the player who is falling out of bounds.
That's a tough shot.
That is Majid sinking that shot. Majid Rahimian. Apparently, Doc, he had a foot on the line. Just a long two for Iran. Another post-up play here for Senegal. Go an extra pass, and that will be a two-handed throw down for Diop.
You just have to see how strong the African countries are already with the performance of Senegal.
So now even the other players being very unselfish with the basketball, looking for the best possible shot. Decent drive here. Lefty finishes a beauty. Ali Reza scoring again. He now has 12 points to lead Iran in scoring. Outside shot. In and out, unfortunately, for Mamadou Faye. 2 and change left in your third quarter. Another nice pass. Defense a little bit lackluster for Senegal, Dr. J, after the substitutions.
Yeah, well, the point there is I thought that there is now better movement again here by the Iranian team. And they made some of their outside shots too.
This one, once again, bounces out for Senegal, but as usual, they've been dominating the rebounding department, getting an N1 opportunity for their efforts back to a 18-point lead, could be 19.
This
coming up.
one example when a coach teaches a player. When somebody is taking a 3-point shot or a very long 2-point shot, all of the defenders are looking at the ball. So if you're, even if you're a small forward or whatever, you go in and you try to work, you have a great chance at getting an offensive rebound, plus an opportunity to get an easy follow-up shot. In this case, a possible 3-point play. But you just have to be a worker. You can't turn your back just because your teammate took a shot.
He was able to squeeze his way into traffic.
The second lane violation called against the Iranian team.
Coming in early for the free throws. That is converted by Diop. 19-point lead still for Senegal, 66-47. Senegal will have a break tomorrow. Iran will be playing back-to-back games versus the Philippines. That was a very tight call. But again, this was what the bench was saying earlier. Trust that your interior defense can take care of those drives from Iran. Don't swipe and commit a foul.
Well, for us, we're going to have to do a job against that also.
Yeah.
Like I said, because our only real big man that can defend that is Junmar Fajardo. Of course, the others can always help out, but the coaching staff here will have to anticipate what kind of passes they make and who are the guys that have the tendency to penetrate hard to the basket. when a person is able to break the penetration, finding the gap, it's easy for him to either pass off or finish if you do not adjust properly.
So for the Philippines, Junmar Fajardo will be the top big man.
But they're fortunate to keep the ball.
Yep, Japet is also here. AJ Edo, Dr. J is finally healthy. So we are expecting him to see some minutes.
Yes. Actually, this first time I met him this afternoon. No?
Nice kid.
You like
Really
him?
nice kid, yeah.
Yeah, nice kid. Huh?
66-48. Minute and 20 left in this ball game. A jumper short for Senegal.
Of course, we have also local favorite Renzo Abando,
Yeah.
who's also a long guy that can block shots. You know, people don't give him that, don't take care of that ability from him. But he's very quick to help out his teammates.
He's a solid defender. Even Coach Shepard
Like
is a
that.
fan of his defense. That shot was just gobbled up by the defense of Senegal. So the referee saying he just called a halt to the action to protect the player.
This referee has been very good. You know, Senegal recovered the ball and wanted to run. But it was clear also that the Iranian player was out of bounds. So he stopped the play and, you know, it's Senegal's ball, but you have to take it out of bounds.
Less than a minute remaining here in your third quarter. Again, the big difference was the second period. Sloppy ball handling, sloppy passing coming from Senegal leads to another turnover. And Iran will get another shot at it. I think Diop is a bit hurt right now, as Iran could not convert from deep. Scramble is picked up by Senegal. Iran trying to give up a foul, but Senegal's just too quick, leading to that fast break layup.
Well, those long strides really kill the defensive team. No? He gets to the basket so much quicker.
Almost no difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Another interception.
Senegal might opt for the final shot, milking the clock a bit. Drive and kick. Oh, they lose the ball to the sideline. They could have attacked early, could have possibly gotten an easy basket up.
Yeah. And you can see what they're at. And this is like a learning process from them. Keep on using your players. Whoever you bought into this tournament, keep on using them. But they've shown some flashes of brilliance. But the inexperience is what counts right now. And that's the advantage of the Senegal team that has played together much longer than this Iranian team as a big factor.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. It will still be Senegal up big time against Iran at 68-48 heading into the fourth and final quarter of action.
babae.
And this will be the fourth and final quarter of action here in this matchup between Senegal and Iran for your Heyuan WUS International Basketball Tournament in Heyuan, China. Carlo Pomintuan and Dr. J. Andy Howe on the call, with Senegal leading 68-48. So just the difference has really been just their performance, Dr. J, in that second quarter where they outscored Iran by 20 points.
Yeah, and no headway made by Iran in that quarter. They seemed like they were coming in with a rally, but they were not able to complete it. Another outside shot.
That is their power forward, their big man, shooting from downtown. That was Sarem getting his second three ball of this match. But they still have a lot to work on to be able to get back on this ball game. 68-51, 17-point advantage. Dr. J, even if the talents are not necessarily there, even if the names are not necessarily there, the old Iran ball movement, their fundamentals stay basically the same.
Well, they no longer have that dominant 7-3 center. Where you want to go in there first, make him set up the whole play for you. Now it's more of a team. Now they're falling into a zone defense, and they almost got an interception. But the shot clock already bust without the referees noticing it.
That is a shot clock violation.
So one last good effort here from Iran. Plenty of time yet. Although you're down by 17 against a very good team, it's time for you to show what you are made of.
68-51 is the count in the first minute of your final quarter. Let's see what Iran can come up with. And that certainly worked for them. That 2-3 zone defense confused Senegal a bit. Good tap out here coming from Boise.
Yeah, that's true. 7.1 seconds left on the shot clock for Iran. They need to be able to make two consecutive scores.
Yeah.
They already made one with a 3-point shot. Another one will sort of, give them an impetus to try to make a comeback. They're too far out. You gotta go.
4 seconds to shoot here. Does he know? I don't think they do. I don't think they're aware. They will lose
That's
out.
one thing, the inexperience. First of all, the inbound was too far out. You're wasting a lot of seconds with no attack towards the basket.
And usually, Dr. J, it's the guard's duty to remind everyone of what's happening.
Yeah. Well, the coaches are on the opposite side, so they can't be shouting it out to you all the time.
That time around, no one aware that they did not have enough time on the clock. That drive.
Good rebound.
Basket for Senegal. Defense looking a little bit better for Iran at the start of this fourth quarter, but they need to make it rain from downtown to get back. Lefty layup won't work. Diop hounded, but the rebound still goes to Senegal. High bounce pass. Oh, a monster jam for Dora Kamara.
Well, that happened because when the interception was made, a lot of the players on the corners were never able to cut down. And Senegal took advantage of that very quickly.
That is an end one for Kamara. He has 6 points in this matchup. They went to him a lot during the first quarter to try and boost him up.
Yeah.
But it looks like that's not really his game, Dr. J.
Yeah.
He enjoys being in the open court.
Even his build, he's not a build of a guy who's like a power forward, banging yourself in there, making sure that the defensive player backs off and backs off.
Built like a wing. Yeah, his physical attributes would remind you of a wing. And that will be Iran basketball. Still down by 19, 70-51.
This will be the fourth possession for Iran in this quarter. They've only had one successful basket.
Let's see if Franco will still see action in this ball game. he will if Iran threatens somehow. 3-point shot is good for Ehsan Dalirazan. You could say that he is one of the veterans in this squad, Dr. J.
Yep.
As he has a dozen points in this matchup. Mid-range
Oh.
response. That was well defended. Still money for Samba Fall.
Senegal seems to have an answer for every rally that Iran is trying to push in this ball game, no? They're a tough team.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be a foul.
You know, Iran actually played Senegal to a deadlock in the first and third quarters. So they have what it takes to actually compete here. Just a deluge of points coming from Senegal in the second quarter. But now Iran doing still their best to try and come back. That drive goes nowhere, almost a steal. Yes, it's a steal completed by Senegal. Boise with a shot behind the back. Boise with a bounce pass. The ball goes right back to him, and now they will set up a play with still 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. He suddenly pulls up from the outside, no good. Offensive rebound, extra pass. Kamara hacked, hounded, hammered, as he will take two.
Quick eyes, quick pass. That foul, a hard foul, but a good duty foul. Kamara's going to have to pick himself up and take free throw shots.
When a player is as big as Kamara Gora, sometimes you feel that you have to foul him extra hard. Unfortunately, I think it caught him at a very bad angle. He might be busted up a little bit. Bleeding from the mouth.
He might have contact lenses or whatever, right?
I think he's limp. I think he's banged up a little bit. Dr. J, he is bleeding from the mouth. So
He's bleeding, huh?
he will have to be subbed out. So our medical staff will address that situation. But Senegal has already picked a substitute.
So he has to be, the coach has to be reminded that since he's not taking the two free throw shots that were supposed to be for him, and the guy that came in is taking free throw shots, you know, I don't know if he's going to be able to come back into the ball game. Like I said, this referee has been very strict about the rules.
Been on top of the situation
Yeah.
for this entire ball game, though.
Might have a real injury also here for Kamara, no?
Of course, this is the last thing that you would want for Senegal. Again, they are in their preparations for the upcoming pre-Olympic qualifying tournament.
Very slippery spots already on the floor. Although the air conditioning here is pretty good.
But that's just what happens when players get sweaty. And our staff here, more than capable of addressing those situations. Ehsan, another shot. That stroke is a thing of beauty, Dr. J.
Well, because the defense of Senegal is very active, even against baseline exchanges. It's very important for you that when you're open and you have a good free shot to take it right away. And I like the doctor taking care of Kamara right there, right now.
That is their team doctor, aided by our medical staff here. And the Heyuan WUS.
Oh, tough drive. And this is the closest they've come, 15 points from that 20-point lead, down to 15 here.
Only managed to inch within 16 in the third quarter.
Hey,
Wow, he floored this defender. What a move coming from Boise as he extends their advantage back to 17. Five minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this ball game. As Senegal looking good. That goes nowhere, but fortunately for Iran, the ball just favored them in that situation. As Ali Reza was fouled.
That's a good foul because it's not in the act of shooting. If you didn't foul him, he's going to have a layup.
Uh-huh.
So it's just going to be a baseline inbound. No?
Fresh 14 though on the clock for Iran, as they're hoping to get even more drives, even more kicks to open up three-point shooters.
That's a foul.
That's Ishaq Ratamifar. Will be taking 2 free throws after drawing that foul.
But the way that Iran is playing, I would expect the same thing from Gilas Filipinas tomorrow.
Yeah.
A lot of movement, a lot of passing, players not standing still on their position. You know, just keep on moving that ball, moving the players.
And one good thing, Dr. J, about going up against a team like Iran is they will force your defense to communicate. Because of so much movement going on in their plays, they will force you to talk to each other and try to sort it out and try to make sure that all options are covered.
It just so happens that Senegal is a very tall and long team.
Yeah.
So they're able to recover very quickly, you know.
Oh, that is a steal. And a slam dunk for Azari. .5 lead still for Senegal, 75-60, but at least some positive to celebrate for Iran. That pass goes nowhere for Senegal, another stop for Iran.
And Senegal is going to call a timeout. I know, there are some substitutions for Iran. This is what you call the last push. 5 minutes to go, down by 15. Bring some of your first fibers into the ball game. No?
So for Senegal, Badio Branco is back. 18 points in the ball game, leading all scorers. As Iran still looking for an opportunity here with only 5 seconds remaining. Emergency shot no good, but there was a foul on the rebound, tagged against Senegal.
Yeah, it's going to go against Inje. And again, it's because of the way that Salah works around the basket. He's just going and going in, going to try to pick up the rebound.
It was just a box out that frustrated Njaye.
Another foul here. A little confrontation, but quickly referee step in. There's no need for any.
He's making sure that cooler heads will prevail.
You know, the one thing about Senegal, Carlo, is that they're big, but they're not slow.
Yeah.
So they're defensively, even their lateral movement is quite good. No? So it's very, you know, when they want to play defense, it'd be tough to get around them.
Physical as well, so
Senegal is already in the penalty. That's why he's taking 2 free throws, and they've cut the lead down to 14.
and if you are the team that's trying to get back into a ball game,
That's the way you want to do it. And that's the way, you know, stop the clock, take 2 free throws, get the other team, and then putting some pressure on the big fellow.
almost a turnover there for Senegal. They attack, but they will lose the ball some other way. And this might just leave the door open, Dr. J, for Iran.
Yeah. That's why I say it was the last push at that 5-minute mark by sending in some of their key players back into the ball game. Nice pass.
This will be a different game.
Yeah! That's a layup.
That's unfortunate for Iran. Senegal, yep, that's a great idea. Just slow it down, give it to your main guy, and Brown will decide what to do with this basketball. They go inside to their big man. 7 seconds on the clock. Oh, that's an emergency.
It's a good call, a late call, but a good call.
But you can see that the defense, Dr. J, of Iran playing with more vigor.
Yeah. And that's why,
desperation.
that's why, you know, not only the players have improved over the years, the coaches are so good right now. They're trapping Baggio, whenever he has the ball, even if he's 25, 27 feet away from the basket.
75-62, 13-point lead. Again, this is the closest it's been throughout this entire ball game. Entire second half.
One more opportunity here for Iran now, partner.
3 minutes 48. Can Iran manufacture a comeback with that much time remaining in the fourth quarter? Who will lead their attack? The veteran sending it out. Yep.
Again, the penalty. That's what you call using your head. On every play, go to the free throw line, force the other team to foul you.
That's a clear bump there coming from the defense. You get a chance to score 2 points. The clock is not moving. So this is, again, exactly what Iran wants in this situation.
And you're going to get into the head of the defense. I don't care what team you are. When the other team is making a comeback, there is pressure on your team.
I think a warning will be issued here.
I think he was crossing the line, in the sense of that line wherein coaches are not allowed to cross.
Yep.
Oh, big miss, big miss.
If you count the layup earlier, this free throw now, that's 3 points already, Dr. J.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to come back in the ball game, every bit helps. At least he maximized the second free throw to get within 12, 75-63. Dangerous pass there as they finally send it to Branco. Branco pulls an early trigger. Oh, that's just a talented shot coming from this player.
That's what you call the fire stopper.
When you think you have some kind of momentum, he hits you a shot like that.
It was the fireman.
21 points for Branco, leading all scorers in this ball game. Diop has 10 to back him up. On the other side, 14 points for Ihsan and Ali Reza, 10 for Azari. As Branco once again lets it fly, short this time. And Iran will go on the attack. Branco could not get to it.
That's Ramian Majid. Good drive.
Yep. Good, strong, aggressive drive. He has 6 points in this match. Branco with a setup. Extra pass.
Wow.
Not caught by Usman. And a timeout will be called by Senegal. 78-65, 13-point lead. 2 minutes, 27 seconds left in this ball game. Advantage is still with Senegal. Is the count. 13-point in favor of Senegal against Iran. As Iran goes on the drive, another basket for Ishaq. He has 7 in this ballgame, though.
Oh, that's another good drive down the middle. So even though Senegal called that timeout, Iran was able to capitalize with a good, easy 2 points.
Oh, they another steal. Covered it.
Oh!
Dying. Postman. That's him done. Postman and Jaye with a throw down. That might just be enough to make sure that they will keep their heads above water here. Take away by the guard. And this will be showtime. From defense to offense, Baguio Branco has done it all. And he just gave Senegal one last highlight for this ball game. First, Ousmane Ndiaye with his two-handed dunk. And after that, the defense turning into offense for Senegal.
2 spectacular plays.
Back to back to seal the deal as they lead by 15, 82-67. Minute and 38 left in the first game of their 2023 Heyuan WUS International Basketball Tournament here in Heyuan, China. Carlo Pamintuan and Dr. J. Andy Howe on the call. Iran had their chances, but a couple of mistakes, a couple of turnovers, allowing Senegal to re-establish complete control of this ball game, and that should drive the dagger a little bit further. An empty possession in the final 2 minutes, though.
Well, I don't think that was a good possession coming off a timeout. You know, ball game is already probably out of reach, a 15-point lead. But, you know, you should be able to get a good shot. Almost another dunk. I mean, the ball can fly, man.
Yep, and he is an entertainer for sure. The crowd was about to explode if he made that.
3 free throws. Lamin claiming that there was a kick. No, but he went into the space already of the shooter.
Correct
No?
call.
Yeah.
And you have to give it to these referees, Dr. J.
Yeah, they've done a great job. Even controlling the environment itself, because some of the slippery spots, they're very quick to realize that. Don't want anybody getting hurt, no?
Well played game. It was a well officiated game as well. Iran's trying to get a little bit closer.
One more.
Free throws, yeah.
So, you know, by all accounts and purposes, I think Iran might win this quarter because they lost the second. They tied in the third quarter. They tied in the first quarter. They might finally win a quarter. You know?
It's looking like that. They're up 8 points in this quarter.
And it's not because Senegal let off.
Yeah.
They were pushing, you know. It's the defense and the pressure that Iran applied.
That That is legal to pick up for Branco as he regains control. He's just a master in controlling
Nice
his basketball, but finally the pressure got to him as Azari scores a basket to cut their
Great
deficit to
effort.
10.
Great effort.
And no quit in this Iranian squad. Early shot, surprisingly coming from Senegal. And now Iran is pushing again. Hassan goes inside. And one. That's an and one.
You know, you have to give it to the heart of Iran, huh? I mean, these boys continue to play hard until the very last second. And you know you're going to take a hit by making a drive like that, you know.
Hassan Dalir Zahan. No quit in him. Even if this might be tough to get back to. So doing his best to inch closer.
They won this fourth quarter by a big margin.
But Badio Branco slowing things down to a crawl. Will not take an early shot this time around to milk the clock for Senegal. Was protecting a 7-point lead. Good extra pass. Open three is good.
This guy has at least 6-7 assists in this ball game. Another timeout called by Iran. They want to get off a good last shot.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, Dr. J, it's all about building towards your next competition.
Yeah.
Building these youngsters. So this is another chance to run a play and make sure that they get a positive to end this ball game.
Tomorrow we're playing Iran at 8 o'clock. No?
Yep. Still in this venue as we have a timeout called by Iran. A chance to run one last play for Iran in the final 14 seconds of this matchup. They're down by 10 points, 85-75. They won this quarter by 10 points, so credit to them for not quitting, for not giving up that quickly.
They're going to a zone here. Okay.
Layup unfortunately will not fall. As Branco brings the ball down, he will not take a shot. Will dribble out the clock, and that will be it. 85-75. No, he took a shot actually. 10-point win for Senegal, powered by a huge second quarter Dr. J, where they outscored Iran by 20 points.
Yeah, so it was a good game in the end game. It's just that Senegal just was the better, stronger team. But Iran never gave up. They showed a lot of heart to make this comeback.
Badio Branco, a member of the Phoenix Suns in the NBA Summer League, leading all scorers with 21 points. Lamine Sambe with 12 to back him up. Yusmein Diop with 10. That's three double-digit scorers for Senegal on the other side. 17 for Hassan Dalir Zahan, the veteran. 14 for Ali Reza Sharifi. And 15 for Amir Hossein Azari. And that will do it for your first game here in your 2023 Heyuan International Basketball Tournament. We will have 4 more games for you, all involving the Philippines. And it starts tomorrow, Dr. J, against Iran.
Yeah. Well, I hope we come in prepared because we found out that this is a team, maybe not too talented, but very big heart. And they have some good defensive positions that can make a problem for us. Plus the fact that we're not that big.
Yeah.
Like I said, except for Junmar, we don't really have that big player that can really dominate on the inside now after Junmar.
So 8 p.m. tomorrow, Gilas Pilipinas going up against this squad of Iran, and we will join you again then for Dr. J. Andy Howe. I'm Carlo Pamintuan. See you again tomorrow for more of your 2023 Heyuan WUS International Basketball Tournament.